game, man. Shit, good luck.
Man, you gonna broadcast? I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
No, I ain't. Oh, you broadcasting? So it's up to you, man. I ain't doing this shit.
Ah, let's do it. Shit.
I don't know if I should trust that broadcast. Y'all be showing shit.
Training. Start weekly training.
Oh shit, Carson Wentz your quarterback? Oh shit.
Uh-oh, you in trouble.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns.
TB12, let's go.
Let's go. Mike, 50 seconds. 20. Real.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. O'Shane Ximines drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Patriots take over.
Don't loud screaming it off.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. First down, here's White. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Wentz. That's complete to Jake Butt. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Wentz. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Shoves him aside. And now running right through it. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Second down and goal. Wentz. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James Devlin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. They would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs.
I ain't want to do it, team.
Seeking.
Get his damn
there
ass.
also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw.
Get his damn ass. Come on now.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Carlson.
Come on.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Oh, come on, Chubb.
Timeout is whistled as it appears
that
Brown
bitch.
shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Yeah, bring him back. Bring him back.
Hooked up here. Good for 17
Bring him
on
back.
the 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield's going to take it on the sneak. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Yeah, why? Look at the last screen.
Watch you.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
Look at that. Look
I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'll be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Come on.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he finds his man, Griffin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark.
Do your thing, man. Kick your ass, man.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll be brought down at the 27.
2 yards a carry. 2 yards a carry. 2 yards a carry.
On 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Running back not even top 20.
I ain't shoot. Don't worry about it.
On the ground, it's Chubb.
He's on hot, too.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Yep, this game is over.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Chubb on the counter. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Go ahead, be greedy. I won't tell nobody. Go ahead.
No, I ain't gonna do it. You're right. I forgot.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Seibert's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
I'm out.
House insurance.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. But I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I got one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he goes up top. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. To throw, it's Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wentz going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Get his ass! Get him! Get him!
He's not going to get away. The rush was too strong. And this is going to wind up a safety.
Get his ass right now, man.
From this, it remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking, blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Wentz will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz finds Jake Butt over the middle. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just
hey, man, you were talking on that shit earlier, guys.
Okay,
talking that damn shit.
Let's go.
Talking that damn shit. You were talking that damn shit.
He'll send this one away.
Damn running back there run for no 100-yard game.
This is taken at his 4.
I don't know how many yards I got. I ain't even look.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Hey, man, you were talking that damn shit earlier.
You lost the coach. That's what you do.
I don't give a fuck.
The Browns drive about to get
I know one
started.
thing. I wouldn't
And
no damn
last time
Browns
they had the
ass.
football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety.
Look at it. Come on. Stopping that damn
Not
run.
at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
Just
I might as well.
messes things up for you
Sure.
offensively. But now they've got to go ahead.
Learn a lot. Look at it.
Set it aside.
Show
and
it
move
now.
forward.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Put that damn ball, bro.
The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in
I
this
ain't gonna
league,
say it no
it's got to be
more.
wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th.
That's why I'm punching.
He's got his tight end,
I got
David
fix my damn
Njoku.
screen.
And
Gotta
out of
fix my
bounds
damn
on the other
screen.
side
Like
of midfield at the 45.
Boy, I see it.
Good pickup there for the Browns, 15
Boy, I saw it.
yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Dante Hightower on the stop. And again, it's Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That's how you stop Mo run.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
He tried.
I'll get my hand.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, this is Chubb.
Cut that line out. Mess that man up again.
And now
keep bringing him out there, man. He gonna get hurt. He gonna be out for the season, bro.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Take that man out of the game, coach. Look at that man! Give me 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 that man!
Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
He's been in this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got
Give me that man! Give me that man!
And down he goes again. O'Shane Ximines, his second sack of the night.
Give me that man!
The decision to go
Give me that man!
has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. Now Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. The Colts at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will end up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point?
I don't want to talk about it.
What a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Pats, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup.
That man lost on primetime game. He lost a primetime game.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.